I had a dream that video was the next big thing, probably about 4.5 years ago, right a week that they announced the arrival or the birth of the 5D Mark II. And I will never forget that conversation with a friend of mine. I woke up and I said, I think video is the next big thing. And he was like, have you heard? Canon have brought out a camera that shoots video. And my life changed that day. Hailey's story is a little bit different. She's going to tell you why. But for me, as a stills photographer that had been a stills photographer for 18 years, I'd started to get bored. And when I saw that the film was coming, I understood it. So I tried everything to include it into my business, and it didn't work. And it didn't work for most of the photographers in the world that I've spoken to. And I realized over the next 4 years why it didn't work. And so I'm going to show you why it didn't work. And now I'm going to show you why it will work from now on, because it wasn't a market-driven product. And in order to become a product that the world wants, we have to first advertise with it, shoot with it, and use it. So it's really, to me, become the ultimate marketing tool for my business. When I saw Hailey Bartholomew's work, I was so blown away. I thought, I want to do this. I want to learn this, and I want to use this in my business. And so I've started doing that. And 8 years ago, when I made this marketing plan that I'm going to share with you, social media was not on that marketing plan. Now it is 85% of what I'm doing, and it is 85% driven, client driven to my business. So this entire workshop is about breaking it down from the bottom up and then using it to make money. So I said to Hailey, we talk a lot about self-mastery, her and I, just as people, as friends. We talk a lot about our journey to our desire to be really good at what we do. But really, Hailey and I came to the conclusion that in order to become really good at something, you just have to love it so much that you want to do it every day. And all the time. And the one thing I think that we both do is we both practice what we love. So I said to Hailey, all we have to do then is show everybody out there how to fall in love with it, you know, so that they want to do it every day. And this woman will show you how to do that, because she loves what she does as much as I love shooting glamour. And I know that my enthusiasm for glamour permeates, so hers for film will permeate through you. So let's go through what we're going to show everybody over the next 3 days and get you all excited about it. And then, because most of you do know my story, and I've done 3 creative lives, I'm going to leave so that you get to know Hailey, and I'll be back later on in the day. What do we got?
So gear, how to use it, how I use it, what I do with it, and what gear I use. Everyone wants to know that.
You're going to be quite shocked by this. A lot of people go and buy every single thing on the market that they need to shoot video with. And Hailey has a lot of equipment, but she uses very basic equipment. And she's going to show you how to use all of her basic equipment in the most basic way. So you don't have to feel like that you have to be fully kitted out as a filmmaker.
You don't have to buy everything. And in fact, I've shot a video using one camera, no support system. And I'm going to show you that and how to do that. And it's fun.
It's awesome, yeah.
So also sound. I think sound is probably about as important as anything else. In fact, other than the edit, the sound is top of my list.
And that's where I suck. I suck at picking music. I like music, and I love the feel of music. I get that movies are edited to music, but when I go to do it, I cannot do it. So we're going to show you a whole lot of different ways to do it if you feel the same as me, because I listened to 80 songs last night for a video that I've cut a video for her to critique live. She hasn't seen it. She's going to pull it apart, and you're all going to laugh at me, and that's cool, because I made some really good mistakes, and I also did some good things. And Susan Roderick is on the chopping block as well, because she assisted me and was second camera, so,
It's going to be hard too. It's going to be very hard.
Music's hard, so that's a good one for us.
Music is fantastic. And also how to edit to music, because that's really important. So then we're making a show reel we have. And you're going to see the behind the scenes of that, and also we're going to reveal it to them.
So obviously Kiwi and Trevor brought along 200 images. How many images did you send?
400.
Almost 400. They bought 400 images from their portrait studio in California. We edited them shooting, and then we put it together as a show reel, and they get a show reel for their business. And we're going to talk about how Trevor shot most of it, and Kiwi shot the shoot, and Trevor shot most of the footage, and Hailey jumped in there, and now they've created their own dynamic little show reel, and I can't wait to show you. It's really cool. 20 ways to market your business. Okay, 20 ways to market your business that has an avenue to visual product. It comes down to this. I've seen video workshops and I couldn't stay on there for longer than 20 minutes. They don't interest me. Talking about technical sliders, gliders and steadicams bores the hell out of me. But I know one thing, when I watch her storytelling, I feel it, I cry, I'm moved by it, and so are my clients, because she's made my films on my website. And I know that when I put one of her videos on my website and in 4 months it gets 25,000 hits, I know that what she has done is she's told a story. Now her power is in her storytelling. And if you can understand that concept and then create amazing little movies, you can make fundamental errors in your editing, you can make fundamental errors in your shooting. But if you are communicating with your work, you will sell it to every human being that comes near you, because that is what all human beings, all connection, all marketing should be. It should be a message, it should be the truth, and it should be visually moving, emotionally moving. So that's where we're going with this, and it will blow you away.
Yep, it's all about connecting with other people. I'm going to show you how I shot a fusion video, and that's the video I did with one camera and a neck strap, basically, and one lens.
So Hailey didn't even use any support. She just used her neck strap against her own neck to steady the camera. She's going to teach you how to do that. It's an amazing fusion video. And then the cool thing is, after you show it, you're going to break it down, and then you're going to shoot a live shoot and replicate it so you can see stop motion.
Mixed with video, and how I do that, how we edit it together, how I edit the stills and get them into the edit and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a really fun section, that.
Also storyboarding, the way you storyboard and you create a shoot list, the way that your mind works when you say, this is where I'm going with this. And then even though her creative mind is exceptional, her technical mind from that, the process with which she unfolds it is so incredible. And when she broke it down, I realized that everyone can just learn that process. So she's actually laid it out 1 to 10, how you can go through that process from idea, conception, right through to editing. And then you can just tick the boxes off and make sure you're getting the work done. And as you learn that, you're going to get better and better and better at making little films.
Yeah. Pre-production, and what's it all about? So that's like shot lists and planning and props and storyboarding and ideas, and then how that all comes together to share with your clients. So Sue and I have worked together on quite a few projects, and we'll bounce off each other with ideas, and then I'll send her a list, find me this, and how we work together on all those sort of pre-production things, but also how I've done it on other projects as well.
And you're producing little mini movies, and it's really exciting. You get to find talent, you get to draw storyboards, you get to be incredibly creative. But the one thing that interests me the most as a shooter is the video that I did that's going on the chopping block on Saturday. I didn't write a shoot list and I didn't write a storyboard, even though I'm incredibly visual and I would do that for a normal glamour shoot. But I was so nervous, I bypassed 2 of the most important parts and I missed about 40% of my story. So when it comes to editing, it's like, oh, imagine if we had footage like this, but I didn't write a storyboard, so I didn't shoot it, so it's not there.
That's an excellent example.
And I could have ended the video with this, but I didn't. Okay.
We're going to break down Anna and Simona's videos. So both of the films I've done for Sue, we're going to show you how what we talked about them, emails backwards and forwards, and how they came together.
So basically, when you ring Hailey, you can ring Hailey and say, make me a film, and I won't have any part in it. But then when you're Sue Bryce and you're a control freak, and you ring and you go, I want you to make me a film and I want it to look like this and this and this, and Hailey's like, I don't think you're my client, because, and I'm like, oh, by the way, I notice everybody in your videos is like laughing and running, but nobody laughs and runs in my videos. Everybody moves in slow motion with blowing hair. But the weird thing is her energy comes to my beauty shoots, and you can see the cross of it, and it's so bizarre. But I didn't hire her because she does slow motion with blowing hair. I hired her because of her look, and she brings even my genre right into this millennia, like bang, just awesome.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Templates, you are getting templates for your marketing. I'm going to show you, I'm going to sex a few up over the next 2 days with my brand and show you what I can do with all the templates. You can switch out colors, designs, boxes, amazing design. You get them, buy the course, you get all the templates, it's awesome.
I'm going to show you some filming definitions, basic things, which are like what's a close-up, what's a medium close-up, what's a long shot, those sort of things, so that when you go to the shoot and when you're writing shot lists, you know what you're actually looking for. So we've done templates for those, so you get those in the course as well.
And the cool thing about that PDF is it's a reminder when you are writing the shot list to go for the close-up, go for the medium, go for the different angles. If you don't learn this, then you will just shoot what I did, the same thing, and that's camera to girl, panning to right. Camera to girl, panning to the right. And when you edit it together, the entire movie is kind of moving this way, like this. And then you realize that it's like, oh, and also, let's hold that for 20 seconds, let's hold that for 20 seconds, let's hold that. Hailey has this way of going up here, down here, up here, up here, up here, through here, long. And then I was like, but when you're shooting, that's gone. It just doesn't exist, right? So if you're not writing that visual shot list and teaching you how to do that, you will not learn it. That's a big one.
Editing do's and don'ts.
And she's using another one of my videos.
Yes, I'll use one of Sue's earlier videos, and this is something I just love to see.
Okay, she was shooting me for the very first time, and every single time I pick up my camera, I would be like, she'd go, turn the camera, and I go,
portrait.
And she'd go, turn the camera, and I, turn the camera, and I, and she'd go, get me some horizontals, And then I realized if you want to look cinematic, you need to shoot and film. It's seeing a vertical story with a horizontal frame. When you watch TV, you watch a vertical story with a horizontal frame. You don't watch it that way. You know, life exists vertically, but we watch it horizontally. So now, as a photographer, to here, I struggle now to turn my camera back up this way. I'm so used to shooting this way now, I don't want to go back to shooting portrait. And it's quite amazing because when I first did a shoot with her, I had maybe 6 images horizontally and I had 85 images vertically, and she's like, I can't put them in the video. So I had to extend backgrounds on Photoshop so they could go in the video. You must learn to see now in film. But what Hailey does is, you're photographers, you see in stills all the time. I see somebody and I'm like, I see you in still. She sees you in motion.
Yep.
And now I'm starting to see in motion. And I'm so excited by it, you know, that I'm just going to keep getting excited like for 3 days.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's about putting a 1-year marketing plan into your business that you can start in February. You can hit Valentine's Day. Once you hit Valentine's Day, you are running. You're running into summer, you're running into your wedding season, and you're running through. And then when you get to the other side, I want you to start nailing the fact that when you go into your slow time, when you go into your downtime, that you're already creating marketing and visual product for the end of the year going into 2014. The most successful part of my business is that I created a plan, I stuck to it, and I did it every day. If you're excited by it, and if it's something that's easy to achieve, and that's something that you understand, you will apply it. If you apply it, you will get work, and you will make money. It's that simple. It's the strongest part of your business, should be the most creative part, probably isn't, and it's where everybody falls down. They don't get up and market themselves. So I'm going to push you hard on day 3 about marketing, but I have got so many visual ideas for you to create that you'll just be spinning. Paris. We went to Paris in September, as you know, met Jill at the end of creativeLIVE last time, and I was going to Paris on my own, and next thing I had 8 girls. 8 girls on a trip to Paris, a filmmaker, Yay. I had a sound girl, Rowena came and did all of the sound for Hailey and assisted Hailey. Jamie came and did behind the scenes. Sally was our tour manager, and then we had Nikki Klosser and Jill Brzezinski-Connolly, and we're going to show you her Paris shoot, and we're going to show you her Paris documentary, which is Hailey's first doco.
I am so excited about this. I cannot wait to share this film with you. Aside from being a total honour to make it, it was life-changing to be involved in, but also just the process of making something 15 minutes long versus 3, and a documentary which is much more interview-based and things that was a little bit new for me. So.
And it's a love story, it really is. It's a beautiful love story. You will be enamoured by Hailey's work throughout the next 3 days, and as you go through to her documentary, you'll realise that the love and storytelling that she puts into anything, even a little showreel, translates in everything she does, and the public gets it. And if the public gets it, then it's the ultimate marketing tool. And it's so visually beautiful, so it excites you to learn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and let you meet Hailey and get to know Hailey, because if I stay here, I'll just talk too much.
And I'll be happy to let her do that.
And she will stay quiet.
And I'll be like, yay, that was easy. No, she's
You all know I can talk underwater. So it was lovely to see you all again, for the people who are out there that have tuned in to watch us, and it's so great to have you guys here. And I'm so excited for these 3 days to unroll. So shout out on social media, blow it up if you like what you see, and get excited by this new genre. It is the future of photography. It is the future of our industry. And I'm going to try and see how many tools we can give you so that you can go and apply them to your business.